Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is a fall eye look, as if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail and the title and all of that. But it's really cold and gloomy here today, and I thought today might be a good day to get into the spirit. Better to have something to look forward to than to be miserable about it. So I'm excited to decorate this coming weekend for fall and do all of that. It helps with the transition from summer to fall if I can decorate and play and find the good. I hope you like this video. It's a real fast one, just a quick fall eye look. My face is mostly done up, just not my eyes. I wanted to keep it short and sweet for you, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you. Let's get into it. Obviously, my face is already done. I kept the colors kind of neutral today, so to go with the fall look that I'm gonna do. I've been resisting the whole fall because it's going to be very, very cold very soon. But it's cold and gloomy and gross today, and I got this new shirt, so I thought let's do an eye look that goes with the feel for today. So I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. I did look, this is no longer available, which is unfortunate because this is the color scheme. It's absolutely amazing. I love this palette. So I'm sorry that it's no longer available, but I still have to use it today because that's just the way it's gonna be. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Riff in my crease on my Wayne Goss number 4 brush like I normally do. I'm not ready to be cold all the time, but I did finally buy some cute clothes, so I am excited to be able to wear something a little bit more fall vibes. Such a goofy term, but I'm excited. So I want to do like a really warm, fall-inspired look today. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I'm just gonna finish working this in, match up my other eye, and I will be right back. Okay, both eyes are looking pretty similar. I should mention that because my eyes are hooded, I bring my crease shade, the contour shade, up higher than my actual crease, which is right in here. But because my eyes are hooded, you can't see it. And I bring that shade right into under my eyebrow. I do create a bit of an arch, but from here to here, I kind of make sure it comes straight across. It helps to lift my eye a little bit, which obviously if you have the same shape eyes, it will do the same for you. Next up, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Punk. It's a nice, warm, deep, chocolatey brown. And I'm gonna use a Rephr 16, still fluffy, but a little smaller than the Wayne Goss number 4. And I'm gonna work that just a little lower than that first brown shade and over about 2/3 of the way through my crease. Kind of following the same line, just lower. It's gonna help create some dimension on my otherwise dimensionless lid. Okay, I put on a little bit too much shadow, so I'm gonna clean off my brush and buff that out. I just used a color switch to get off the excess product from my brush. The most important part to any eye look is the blending. It takes a while sometimes for some shadows, but it ends up being worth it when the look is really soft and blown out. And if the eyeshadows are any good, you can't overblend. So, and I really like these shadows. I'm not always a huge fan of Urban Decay, but this palette was really good for me. I wanted it, mostly as a lark because Born to Run, my crippled butt doesn't run anywhere. I thought it was funny, but the eyeshadows in it are spectacular. So if you have it, break it back out. And if you don't have it, I'm really sorry because this is a good palette. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be right back. I think I wanna go in with this shade right here called Still Shot and just warm up the top of my lid just a little. That punk shade was a bit cool, so I think if I just add this in where the two browns meet, it'll help to warm it up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I like what that did to that. Okay, I really want to use this orangey shade right here called Baja. I'm hoping that it won't be too bright, but if it is, I feel like I could tone it down a little with this shade here called Accelerate, or go back in with Riff, the first brown shade we used. So I'm gonna try that one. That's pretty. And it's not as bright as I thought it was gonna be compared to the darker browns. It is a little bit patchy, so I'm just going over it with a little bit more on my brush. I think it's worth noting at this point that I don't have any fallout on my cheeks. I am being a little bit careful because I'm not usually. But yeah, no fallout. That's impressive. I know I've used this palette before. I just cannot for the life of me remember how the shades behaved. I know I liked it. It's still in my collection, so I really enjoyed it, but I don't remember. So I'm glad to find that it's working. I'm gonna take this brown shade right here called Good Is Gone on the clean side of the brush base with that orangey color and just work that onto my outer lid, just in here to blend a little bit, to darken up this outer corner. And I'm gonna take that under my lower lashes out here. By flipping the brush over and having the orange on that side, it's darker closer to my eye and orange down further. Well, that's pretty cool. Just gonna blend these two a little bit and then do the same thing to my other eye. I'm just gonna tap over the edge of the dark shade and the orange shade with some orange, just to make sure the blend is seamless. And I'm going to take some of the orange shade and run that under my lashes from about halfway to my inner corner. So I just went over the brown on the outer and the orange on the inner until the two were blended the way I wanted them to be. I did get a tiny bit of fallout from the brown. Again, I forgot to be careful. So I'm just going to dust that away. Perfect. I would like to take some of this shade right here called Breakaway. It's, I think it's more of like a satiny shade. It's not particularly metallic. And just use that right up here a tiny bit. That's pretty. And I think I'm gonna leave my inner corners unhighlighted. I'm really liking the matte look. At this point, I'm going to go off camera, do some brown liner in my waterline, both top and bottom, do some mascara, and maybe put on a false lash, and I'll be back. Okay, that's it. That's the video done. I opted for just mascara and eyeliner. I was gonna put on a lash, but I dropped it, and that was the end of that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with someone you think might like it. It really helps me out a lot. Leave a comment down below if you've got any thoughts or opinions about this look. Be good and remember to be kind to you.